What up, everybody? Welcome to Dez Talks Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Coming at you live Tuesday night, ladies and gentlemen. This is Tuesday night at 9:11 p.m. Man, listen, we got a lot to talk about, you know what I mean? We got a lot to discuss as far as, topics in regards to music so far. And this is actually my first ever podcast, my first ever episode. Welcome, actually. And also, we're going to talk about a whole lot of things as long as I'm on the podcast. We're going to talk about as far as music, movies, sports, everything. So make sure you stay tuned for all of my podcast episodes. Also, guys, I have a YouTube channel by the name of Destination Gaming. Go over there and subscribe to there. Tap on that bell for notifications as well. Follow me on social media, which is at DesiD Official. That is on Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you guys go follow me over there. Now, we got a lot to discuss, man. We got a lot to discuss. And the biggest topic that I need to talk about is this. Some rappers should not get attention. Now, the reason why I said some rappers should not get attention is because some of the rappers, some of the artists that's currently out right now are honestly trash. Some, not all of them. Some of them are great. But then there's others that are really trash. I can name a whole bunch of rappers that I think that is trash. Like, the first name I'm going to mention, and I'm probably going to get a lot of heat for it, but I don't care. Coi Leray is definitely one of them. She's definitely trash. I think her career definitely flopped after that whole Cypher thing, XXL Cypher, last year. I personally think that's when her career instantly failed. And when she be performing, you notice that when she be performing, the crowd can hardly understand what she's saying. And they're just staring at her, watching her. So, I mean, don't get it twisted. She's a pretty girl, but she cannot rap or can't do anything. She can't perform. She can't rap. She can't do anything. And that's the type of artist that's getting attention. Meanwhile, you got a really great artist that deserves a lot of attention. Jordan Lucas is definitely one of them. I feel like he's an underrated artist. You know what I'm saying? He was featured on a lot of great songs. He did a song for Will Smith. You know what I'm saying? He collaborated with Eminem, Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely getting there. So big shout out to him. Big shout out to Jordan Lucas. You got a lot of great artists that's like on the come up. But the thing is that a lot of great artists on the come up, they don't get much support. They don't get as much support as they should. And that's what's messed up. That's the one that's actually talented. Because I have a friend named Trey. He's a talented artist. He's a talented artist as well. I forgot what's his real name, his artist name. But he's really good. He's really great. And he got music that's dropping soon. I have a friend named Nina. She's gonna drop some music like very soon down the line. I got a lot of people that's got really great songs coming up. So with them, it's feeling like it's taking them forever to for the music industry to actually give them attention while the music industry gives these garbage rappers attention. And that's what I don't really understand. Because even in this industry in music, you even have repetitive artists. Now, what I mean by repetitive artists, which means every time they drop something, it's always repetitive. It's always the same thing that it was before. Like, they got tracks out right now that sounds exactly the same. Exactly the same. And I can name them right now. Matter of fact, I'm about to name them right now. Megan Thee Stallion is one of them. She's a repetitive artist. She's a beautiful woman, but she's a repetitive rapper. Every song that she drops is either about sex, her, throwing ass back, pussy, how she sucks dick, all that other nonsense. We don't have to hear how many times you can throw it back real good numerous times. It's like every song she dropped is always something got to do with sex. The only song that really didn't have nothing to do with sex was when she did the song My B.I.T.C.H. That's the only time she actually did something as far as songs. Rest of it is just the same stuff. I was going to include Savage in it. Well, yeah, I'm going to include Savage because that was definitely a sexual song. But then Beyonce came in on the remixes. I was like, okay, this is cool. 2 Texas women. I like that. But still, She's a repetitive rapper. And it's not only her. It's Megan Stallion, DaBaby. Some of his stuff definitely sounds repetitive. It's lit, but it sounds repetitive. After you get done with it, you really think to yourself, dang, this is really all he does? This is really all he does is like the same beat, same style of rap? He never switches it up in anything? You got Megan Thee Stallion, you got DaBaby, you got Lil Baby. And I'm a fan of Lil Baby. That's the even weird thing. I'm a fan of Lil Baby. But the problem is that he's a repetitive rapper too. His flow styles in the music, it does sound a little repetitive. Not all of it, but some of it. Some of it where it's a little repetitive. But I still listen to him because he's really good. You know what I'm saying? He was on a collaboration with DJ Khaled. He's collaborating with Drake, Joyner Lucas. You know what I'm saying? He collaborated with a lot of artists. But I just don't understand why they always got to be repetitive rappers. Why they always got to be repetitive? Why they can't just not switch anything up? That's why I have so much respect for people like a Big Sean or a Eminem, a Drake, a J. Cole, a Kendrick Lamar, a Rick Ross. You know what I'm saying? T.I., Tech Nine, Busta Rhymes, Jadakiss. You know, all of these rappers, because they switch it up. It's not always the same stuff every single time. They actually switched it up. That's what I like about them. Some of these rappers does not deserve attention. These rappers that can't rap for nothing, that are purely trash, and they on the radio just because. They're on the radio because they draw attention to themselves. A lot of artists draw attention to themselves to get attention. For example, Tekashi is definitely one of them. Every time you see this man on the news, he's always into something. Always into something. If it's not one thing, it's another. Designer, where the hell is he at? Because he was garbage too. Don't get it twisted. He was garbage. Every time you listen to him, you're already thinking, is this Future's cousin? Is every song that he's going to do, is it really going to sound like Future? Like, I just don't understand. So right after Designer, you got Coi Leray. I really want to know who else. Who else is trash? Because I can name a lot. Because the only person that I know is trash is Designer, Coi Leray. Hell, I used to think French Montana was trash. I thought he was trash. In the beginning when I first listened to his music, I'm like, dang, this dude is trash. And when I was growing up, he only had one good song that I actually like, and that was him featuring The Weeknd called Gifted. If you haven't heard it, you need to hear it because it's really good. The Weeknd killed that song for him. And then later on down the line, he became a little bit better. His music sounded good. His rap started to become better. I said, okay, I like this. He's cool. That's why I like, and even sometimes you don't always have to, another thing too, you don't always have to talk about sex a lot of times in the in the music. You can talk about love. You talk about love, breakups and, where, how you came up and all this other stuff. You need to have that. I think a lot of artists should do that. Because it's like nowadays, all they want to do is talking about, how they did this and how they did that in the bedroom. Do we constantly want to hear that all the time? Especially with the same artists that we have to hear all the time, every time they drop something new? No. I think it should be different. Talk about something else. That's why I'm always a fan, especially on the female side. Because it mostly be the female side than the male. Not all the time, but sometimes it do be the females. And then there be times where it be the males as well. I think it should be from both sides. Both sides need to start doing something different. Like on the female side, for example, I always love artists like Nicki Minaj and Remy Ma because they did something different. Yeah, a couple times they talk about sex, but that's only every now and then. Every now and then they'll talk about sex. And then after that, they'll talk about something different. Like making love or how they met this person or the breakups and where they grew up from. Why do you think people give so much credit so much love to Nicki Minaj than ever before because she's different. That's what I love about her. She's different. And it's not just female rappers. It's also like you know, I know it's gonna be R&B people. It's definitely R&B. I ain't giving no nothing for R&B female singers because they're doing their thing. It's just mostly the rappers that I have a problem with. On the female side and the males. I feel like a lot of males need to stop talking about, I had like all the women you've been with and everything else. Sometimes let's talk about love sometimes. Or not, don't even talk about love. Like talk about like getting the money, getting the bag. And if you do find love, just tell them how you feel about her. Not just, she's cute, I want to fuck her. Like that's too much. That's way too doggone much. You don't always have to sit there and talk about how much you want to have sex with her and all this other stuff. But unfortunately, that's how this world is. That's how this generation is. This generation hardly believes in love. We're living in a world and society, ladies and gentlemen, that love hardly existed. And if it does exist, it's barely there. It's rarely there. It's like a rainbow across the street. Rarely there. It's rarely there. You hardly hear about artists talk about love like that. The only person I really think that really talk about love like that and who they like, how much they want to be with them is Wale and Moneybagg Yo. Especially Moneybagg Yo with a couple of songs he did, and especially Wale because of the songs that he's been on. Talk about pull up on them to taking them out, having a good time. It's a whole different story. Like when Wale did the song with Jeremiah, talking about we can be on chill tonight. Baby, we can be on chill tonight. It's something like that. Be on chill mode. It's not always about sex 24/7. That's what a lot of today's rappers don't get. And that's what really drives me crazy, ladies and gentlemen. I don't understand it. But that being said, folks, my main conclusion of this whole entire episode is basically this. Some rappers need to learn to not do too much. To not do too much to get attention. Because a lot of times rappers nowadays are so quick to get attention through social media, whether they're in a fight or whether they're talking about somebody or they're doing this or they're doing that. Eventually it's going to be talked about. They're going to get spotlighted, especially if you're targeting a bigger artist. They're going to be messing around being up on the Instagram and on the Shade Room or on Instagram or on Twitter, Facebook. It don't matter. You're going to get talked about. That's how it's going to be. Think about what Bad Baby went through. And I'm actually a fan of Bad Baby. Not a lot of people are, but I am. I'm actually a fan of hers. But look at how she went when she got started. She was known as the Cash Me Outside girl. Then she got so famous with starting arguments and fights. Or the other way around, where other people be messing with her. Let me take that back. Other people be messing with her and she be wanting to fight them, that it gets attention. Then she started to become an artist. And then she started doing songs. Some of her songs I actually do like. I even like the song that she did with her and Tory Lanez. They both killed it. They killed that song. Fire. And I'm still to this day waiting for a new song from her because she's really good. I just don't like it how the people be portraying her and sit up there thinking that she's this and she's that. When you don't know what a person really goes through. You don't know what a person goes through each and every time. But people are quick to jump on her. And that's why she gets the way she gets, because people get to her so much. So, it's like I said, folks, a lot of these rappers do not need attention off of starting drama and starting this and that. And if that's the case, then you should not be getting attention. You should not be getting famous off of it. You shouldn't do any of that. You should stay off of social media and just stay away if that's what you like. If you gotta start drama or beef or whatever it is to start your debut song or your debut album, then stop. Stop. Because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. Point blank, period. This is your boy Desmond D, guys. Thank you guys for joining me on the Des Talks podcast. I will see you guys for the next episode. See you guys later, guys.